guys, it's me, Val again. Thank you for joining me today. Lies. Hate lies, can't stand lies. So we're just talking about lies, manipulation. So, excuse my neck's killing me today. It's probably tension. I'm going to read because I can't not read. I'm crap, as you know. Liars, narcs and toxic people. They're obviously not happy, so they have to create personas to each person that they meet. We might exaggerate a little bit about our size. We could say that we're a size 8 when actually we're a size 10. But narcs just lie consistently. With teeth again, they don't fit my head. They lie to cover a lie. They lie to cheat. They lie to deceive. They lie to manipulate. They lie to destroy. They lie to protect themselves even. So they would even throw their granny to the sharks to protect themselves. That's how selfish they are. Empaths are selfless. Narcs are selfish. There's a difference there. Us empaths would probably hurt ourselves first before we hurt anybody else. That's what we're like. But they completely make up lies to manipulate, cheat and ruin another person's worth. They're just selfish, and they'll just cover their arse and they'll throw other people under the bus. As we know, narcissists create their own personas. They want to impress everyone that's in front of them. They're like chameleons. They will mould themselves into the person their victim wants them to be, in a way. They will mould themselves so the person will open up, relate and trust to them, and then they're just in a trap. We're empaths, and we are who we are. We don't need to pretend to be anybody else. We have our faults, but we don't lie to impress. Narcs, they use lies like an armour. Truth's a weakness to the narc, so they have to have an armour of lies to cover up themselves. They create scripts. They can be who they want to be in their own play. They can control the actors with lies and manipulation. Maybe this is why narcs don't date narcs, because they both wear the armour of lies, and you can't get through the manipulation and the lies to find out who the real person is. Empaths wear their truth on their sleeve, their heart on their sleeve. We are open, we're honest, and we don't hide who we are, so we're easy to manipulate. Narcs wear an armour of lies. You'll never know who they are, so you can never hurt them because you don't know what the true part of them is. White lies is kind of to get through life without hurting people, really. Well, white lies where you might ask somebody, "Oh, do you like my new purple dress?" They might say, "Well, I like the blue one better." It's kind of a lie because they don't actually think you look nice. They probably think you look like a big fat purple cow, but they're not going to say that, are they? Nope. You ask the same question to a narc and they'll go, "Oh, whatever I say, you'll probably just get mad. Because everything I say, you'll get mad. You always do. I can't say anything without you getting annoyed. If I say the truth, you'll get annoyed. If I lie, you'll probably get mad that I've lied. You're always accusing me of lying. I can't win." Basically, you wear what you want to wear. It doesn't matter to me. I'll only get in trouble whatever I say. If you weren't so insecure, just wear what you want to do and stop asking me all the time. There you go. You've got project, devalue. You've got playing the victim. You've got everything all in one sentence there. Future faking, that's another lie. Making future plans with a toxic person. The toxic person has no intention at all of keeping them. It's like my ex-boyfriend Stumpy, who I do miss talking about. Bless Stumpy my arse. He would lie and say, "Oh, I can't wait to take you to all these lovely big parties and celebrity parties and show you off." Never got round to them. Every time a party came up, he cancelled because he was working. Or "I'm going to take you to Paris." Not that he said that, but somebody says, "I want to take you to Paris next year." It's future faking. My somatic future faked about having a key for the front door. "Oh, you can have a key for the front door and you can come and go when you please." Future faking. You never got me a key at all. Not bad. They'll just basically tell you kind of future things to make you believe that there's a future. And if you believe there's a future, you believe that they love you. Otherwise, they wouldn't want a future with you. So basically, while we're chasing that carrot that we're never going to reach, they're too busy devaluing us and to kind of like deceiving and lying, manipulating us, and we don't even see it because we're just too busy thinking about, "Oh, what a lovely future we're going to have." Keep an eye out for anyone who commits too soon as well. That's weird. You don't want to do that. If somebody wants a future forever with you, they'll be patient. So just don't. If somebody wants to commit so soon, move in together so soon, just hold it. There's no rush. Just hold it back. It's not going to be. There's no point in rushing anything because you just don't know if they're a narc or not. Bold-faced lie. Honestly, I had a lot of bold-faced lies from my somatic narcissist, the last one that I did videos on. They'll literally lie for anything. I remember one day I was watching a video, and it was on a holiday, I think it was, where we were going to go, and I said, here, I said, will you watch this video? And I sent it to him, and he said, oh, I'm not going to watch it now. And I said, oh, please watch it now. I said, I just want to know if you like it or not. He come back 2 minutes later, and he goes, yeah, okay, I've just watched it. The video was 7 minutes long. Work that one out. What a dick, eh? 7 minutes long, and he thought he watched it in 2 minutes. Very clever man, obviously. That was one of them. Another one, he'd always say that he was always asleep. Sorry, hon, I fell asleep. Everything. Sorry, hon, I fell asleep. If I sent him messages and he hadn't opened them, but he was on all night, he would say the next morning, sorry, hon, I fell asleep. Facebook doesn't lie. He's been on all night. Another one was, I actually lost a friend to cancer, and I sent a message to him, and I said, I'm really upset tonight. I said, I just lost my friend to cancer. She's fought really hard and she lost. And I put a picture of me and her together. He opened it up, only just saw the picture, couldn't be bothered to read anything else, and said, oh, a nice picture. And I said, I'm really upset, I've been crying all night. And he goes, why, what's happened? I said, have you not seen the message? Scroll back. He's still, sorry, hon, I fell asleep. Now, how do you fall asleep when you're looking at messages? You're scrolling and then doing that. See, bold-faced lies, they just do not match. They do not make sense. They do not have any context with reality. So watch out for them, because they're just to wind you up and to test you. And they'll soon end up turning into deceit and making you sick. Yeah, and you ask them and you tell them or you challenge them about their bold-faced lies, and before you know it, you're getting defensive. They're defensive at you, and they're saying, what's wrong with you, woman? God's truth. Stop stalking me. Chill out, woman. That's all you get. Again, I've said before in another video, if they're defensive, they're lying, and no honest person would be, in fact, no honest person would lie for you to tackle them, for them to be defensive. So if anyone is defensive, I'd say 99% of the time, they're lying. So look out for that one. Remember, narcs are kids. Kids in adult bodies, remember. You see these videos on Facebook or YouTube, and there's little kids in the kitchen covered in talcum powder or flour. They've got the bag of flour in their hand, and the mum looks and says, who did this? They won't say me, they'll point at the dog. They're standing there, they've got the flour in their hand, they're covered in the flour, and they'll point at the dog. So there's a narcissist, little baby narcissist there. Mind you, back then they're not narcissists. They're only narcissists when they've still got that kind of personality at the age of 52. Lying and exaggeration, again, that's just basically them just bigging up who they are, pretending to be better than anybody else. Saying they've got a fantastic job, great car. They haven't. They're not who they are. They just pretend to be someone. They're exaggerating. They say that they're the owner of a cleaning service, and they're actually just a cleaner in an office. They'll lie. It's basically lying to exaggerate. Well, we know that. Beneficial lie, again, they won't use the beneficial lie. Beneficial lies don't come into it when it comes to a narc. A beneficial lie is when maybe somebody has a car accident, and you might lie to the child who's had the car accident to say the parents are safe, but really maybe they're not. But you don't want to tell the child straight away they've lost the parents, because it might not help in their healing, so you might just hold back. That's a beneficial lie. Or if somebody's hiding an abused wife, and the husband's banging on the door and saying, where's my wife? I don't know. But she's hiding behind the sofa. That's a beneficial lie, where you're lying to somebody, but it's going to benefit someone else. Narcs don't do those kind of lies, do they? No. Malicious lies. These are rumours, smear campaigns. Malicious lies are set out to destroy the character and reputations of their victim, usually with devastating and lasting results. A company might spread false lies about an opposition company, saying that they're selling faulty goods or stolen goods to try and get their name, bad name for them, so that they can actually sell more products themselves, whatever. It's about spreading false rumours, false malicious lies, slandering, smearing a character's good name. It could be the narcs spreading rumours to your friends about something you've said to try and isolate you, or cutting you off from your friends by telling them that you think they're a bitch, and they may not call you because of that. And there's just so much malicious smear campaigning and name blackening going on. Your narc could be telling everybody that you're crazy. Again, this is what they do. Well, that's what I had. So that they actually avoid you, and anything you say after that, you're crazy, so they won't believe you. Smear campaign. Pathological lies. These are the worst. They create an alternative reality for themselves to inhabit. They believe in their lies and become unable to separate their lies from the truth. This means they have no problem lying openly about apparent episodes in their lives. They'll just lie about their lives. They'll say they're in the army or something, and they're not. Their stories may change over time, but and they're defensive when confronted, as usual, like they all are. They have an inability to consider consequences, or even fear of being found out. It is a pathological lie believes that they are smarter than everyone else and will never be found out. The fact that they are pathological lies could be The very fact that their pathological lies could be bad for their reputation does not faze the liar at all. Guilt, shame or regret does not affect the liar. Consequences also do not seem to affect the pathological liar. So when I was on holiday recently, pathological liar was really making my life hard. The guy that owned the apartment, he didn't realise, well, he probably did, but he was too busy being spiteful. So I gave him a bad name. I've written a review, hasn't gone up yet, but they don't realise that if they were nice to you, you wouldn't give them a bad name. But they lie, they twist, and they drive you crazy. So they don't learn. They're too busy being spiteful to put their own business or their own family or their own granny first. Compulsive liar, again, these are people who just cannot. Compulsive, speaks for itself. They lie out of habit. They lie. Are you responding to questions? Every question they'll lie. Compulsive liars bend the truth about everything, large and small. For a compulsive liar, telling the truth is very awkward and uncomfortable, while lying tends to feels right. They're not really manipulative or cunning. They just lie. So they could go out for a meal, they can go and eat in Kentucky Fried Chicken, yet they'll come home and say, I've just had a meal in McDonald's. It's just, they just can't help themselves. It's actually uncomfortable for them. It's uncomfortable for them to tell the truth. Like it's uncomfortable for us to lie, it's uncomfortable for them to tell the truth. In my opinion, I find that not all compulsive liars are narcissists, but I think all narcissists are compulsive liars. So that's how it works. Telling lies becomes a routine, becomes a habit. It's a way of life for them. It's caused by low self-esteem, obviously being brought up as a child. They've had to lie to get through life. Don't go head first into anyone who's pathological or compulsive liars. You're never going to get anywhere with them. Tread very carefully. Truth is power to us, but it's a weakness to the narc. Concealment and falsification, that's another lie, but where they might not tell you something. So if somebody might leave a message on the answer machine, they might delete the answer machine message so that you don't get the message and you're isolated from everybody else. It's where you might go out one night and see your friend's boyfriend. You might take him home, have some naughties, which is not a good idea, obviously. And then the girl might say, oh, have you seen my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend? No, didn't see him. It's just kind of like concealing something because you've done something naughty. Lies of deception, they're the worst ones. They're actually the ones that they thrive off. Narcs thrive off them. It's the lie of deception. This is a dangerous one because their lie intends to harm or disadvantage the victim for their own benefit. This is the main kind of lie the narc uses to control and deceive the victims, to pretend to trap someone and control their actions. The victim will react to the lie, and that's the worst thing about it. For instance, when I was seeing my somatic narcissist, he would tell me that I was the only person he was seeing. Had I known the truth and he said, oh, look, I'm seeing 3 other girls, I'm on a sex site and I date all sorts of people and I have random sex around at my house with couples, I could have made a choice, but because he lied to me, took the choice out of my hands, that's what made me feel really bad, that I didn't have the choice. My choice was a reaction to what he was telling me, not what the truth was. So that's deceptive. That's deceiving somebody. They'll mislead people. They'll mislead people so that you make the wrong choices about whether you want to be in their company or not. It's just deceit. It's just where it's somebody who could have two wives. They're deceiving you. You're living your life according to what's in front of you because they're showing you a certain thing, but you're it's hard to explain, isn't it? But you actually will act accordingly to what they're telling you, which is deceitful. People's narcissists, lies and just liars basically, their lies will work normally quite well on undiscerning people who haven't actually been through what we've been through. Now we know there's another kind of world. Now we know the world that we're in. We now know about them. We can look out for red flags. But narcs think we're stupid. We're not stupid. Somebody who hasn't been through a narc relationship might accept their lies to begin with, but we won't now. We search. We do our Google searches. We don't want to end up in another relationship like the one we've already just probably been in. We want to seek the truth before investing anything. If you know someone's lying, just decide whether you want to be with them or not. I would never want to be with another liar. I would run. You can stay and fight, or you can run. But you can't change a liar. They'll never change. They'll never admit to a lie. They'll never change. And they'll always be covering up something. They don't care about us. Their lies are to cover up the fact that they don't care about us. It's like that. The actions don't match their words. The actions of somebody who doesn't give a shit, but their words are lying. See, they can control their words, but sometimes their actions are natural. They're not going to admit that they've done wrong. They're not going to admit that they lied. If you ask them, did you lie? They're not going to say, yes, I lied. They're going to continue lying on top of a lie, on top of a lie. You will never, never, never know where you are with a liar. You will never know where you are. They'll spend their whole life lying. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just run to the hills. If you're actually talking to a liar and he says something, a little tip, get them to repeat it. If they say something to you, just go, sorry, can you say that again? If they're pathological or compulsive liar, they'll say it quite easily. If they're a normal person who's just lying, they'll probably feel quite uncomfortable, and they might actually repeat it the second time quite differently, and you might just catch them out. But any conversation, if you want to make someone feel uncomfortable and uneasy, just stop them there. Just say, hang on a minute, can you stop? Can you just repeat that again, please? And all of a sudden they have to start again, and they get flustered. So you might catch them out like that. Again, we have to pause, breathe and think and use our brains and be clever with our replies to what they're saying to us. Let them know we have boundaries, that we're intelligent, that we're not stupid. Compulsive liars offer nothing but lies and lies and lies. And when you confront a compulsive liar, they'll just act defensively, like we know. Is it worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think it'll ever change. These people cannot be counted on to be a lifelong partner. The good rule to remember is that all the power in a relationship lies in the hands of the person who cares the least. I'm going to say that again because I think that's quite a good sentence. A good rule to remember is that all the power in a relationship lies in the hands of the person who cares the least. There you go, remember that. They will say absolutely anything to avoid confrontation and accountability. You will never really know the person. You will never ever really know what goes on in that person's head, of the person who's continuously lying. They will never reveal their true selves. Just leave them. You're living a mirage. They're a mirage. Their lying is who they are. It's embedded in them. Lies are part of them. We will never ever change them. It's like the colour of their eyes. It's like the prints on their fingers. It's like the colour of their skin. It's embedded in them. It's in their genes. Never. Even if you did manage to actually get one to stop lying, I could never ever trust that person again. I'd be playing detective all my life and it would drive me bananas. So guys, that's about all I've got to say today. I'm shattered. Been a long day at work today. My next video is going to be on silent treatment, no contact, ghosting and stonewalling, because some people get really confused between all those. I did at first. So I've had to kind of like myself Google all them details. So I'm going to do that. So if you do want to watch that, you need to subscribe, don't you? Yes. And you need to get the notifications. Yeah. And thumb up. I'm so forceful today. Guys, take care. Look after yourself and stay safe. Bye.